So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the North Hollywood Oneness Center for Spiritual Living. We're also known as the North Hollywood Church of Religious Science. I'm Reverend Skip Jennings, and I am the associate minister in this beautiful space. And today, I have the honor of facilitating our meditation. So I invite you, whether you're here in this room or you are live streaming, knowing that you are only in the body of God, and that's all that there is. I want to say Happy Father's Day to everyone in this room, everyone who's viewing this. Happy Father's Day, and I believe that we all have something to celebrate, even if it's simply that we've had a father, and we're here because of a father. But I invite us to turn our minds to the presence of the Holy Father, the Mother, Father, God as one. And as you close your eyes, I invite you to bring your awareness inward. And if you simply want to lower your eyes towards your heart, and I invite you to just begin to focus in on right where you are. For the word meditation means mindfulness. So I invite you to be mindful of how you're feeling today in the body. Be mindful of any thoughts that are moving through, and as you're meditating, be aware of your vibration, your frequency. Right now, I invite you to take a deep breath in and a deep sigh of release, letting go. And as you settle into this meditative practice, I want you to remind yourself that you are safe, you're connected, you're anchored in love. So our beloved Dr. Sidney's theme this month has been releasing what no longer serves. And I invite us to take this question into our meditation. Where are you programming your present and your future with your past mistakes or missteps or your past fears? What is the story that you keep telling yourself that you're willing to let go of? And every time we tell this story, we are programming our present and sending energy into our future self. Take a breath. Exhale. So I invite you just to contemplate without judgments, with the desire to awaken, to become present, that we may release and let go. One more time, take a deep breath in. Exhale. And perhaps today the mantra or the affirmation you can use to stay focused. I am willing to let go of my past. I am willing to let go of my past. I am willing to let go of the past. If your mind wanders, come back to the statement of truth. Your willingness, your breath, the now. I am willing to let go of the past. Come back to your breath. Be here. Be now. And willing to let go of the past. Continue to breathe. Continue to be here. Be now. I am willing to release the past. So again, I invite us all to take one breath together. Inhale. Hold the breath at the very top. Feel the energy. And a deep sigh release. So how good it is just to stop, to be still, and to remember. I am so grateful to know that there is only one thing that's happening today. That is the omnipresence of the divine, the one power, the one presence, the one mind that is activated, showing up as love, compassion, oneness, prosperity, infinite possibilities, joy, peace, divine right action, righteousness. And as we recognize how God is showing up, we declare that God is showing up as us. We are living, moving, and having our being in spirit. And from this unified field of consciousness, I give thanks for this meditation. I give thanks that we can contemplate where we are still telling the old stories, and then we are willing to letting go of anything that's blocking the flow of goodness, of the good universe that Ernest Holmes writes about, that Howard Thurman speaks about. This energy and vibration flows freely through us. And as we begin to release our thoughts, our patterns, our paradigms, that programs are present with our past, we feel the freedom, we feel the release, we feel the lightness of spirit, and we allow it to shine here and now. So I bless this service, I bless this time, I bless this community. Our beloved Dr. Sydney, as she's coming forth to open ourselves up into a deeper awakening of spiritual truth. Oh, today is a good day because it's in God. It is a beautiful day because beauty is all that there is. And from this space of agreement, I invite us all to say, and so it is. And so we are. And so we shall be. Amen. Amin. Ashe. I invite you to simply open up your eyes and bring yourself back into the space. And just take a look around the room and see the beautiful faces of God here and now. I invite you to hold this beauty, this high energy as our other brothers and sisters are coming through this room to prepare for our celebration service. Be well and be blessed. Namaste. You're so welcome.
God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God. Your mind is divine and the garden of your soul. Plant love, faith, and happiness and witness what unfolds from the beauty of creation reflected in your eyes. You see heaven right here on earth and live in paradise. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God is all there is. All there is God in the beginning. God is all there is. All there is. God is all there is in the beginning. Come on, now put your hands together. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God is all there is. In the beginning, God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God.
Well, good morning and welcome. I am Dr. Sydney, and I'm the spiritual leader of this community, and I think we have a lot of people who slept late. Well, don't shame them when they come in. Just welcome them and love them. Hey, I want to share something with you. It's a quote from Bishop Desmond Tutu. And I think it works well for these days. Please be my partners. God says, God asks us. Will you please be my collaborators? Will you please help me change the ugliness of the world? Will you please help me bring peace where there is war? Will you please help me bring reconciliation where there is quarreling? Will you please help me bring joy where there is sadness? Will you please help me bring togetherness where there is separation? Will you please help me collect and bring together those who are separated? And will you please help me make my children know that they are my children, that we belong together, that we will survive only together, and that we will be free only together, that we will be human only together. Isn't that beautiful? And so here we are in this community being together. And it is about community, it is about connection. And by the way, there's a difference between belonging and connection. Belonging is the assumption that everybody fits in it because they're the same. Connection is that which comes because we are not the same, and yet we are absolutely one. We are the variety, we are the beauty, we are that tapestry of life. And it is in that variety and in our differences that we connect, because we are all here as the unique expressions of the divine. So wherever you are in your spiritual journey, and if someone has told you lately you're not an expression of the divine, I'm here to tell you the truth. You are. Don't for 1 minute believe that you're not. I seem to be losing my sound. I'm going in and out here. Okay, great. So it's just me. That's not anything unusual. Okay. So, but if anyone has ever told you that, then know that this is the place where we affirm your divinity. We affirm your uniqueness, and we affirm that you are absolutely the expression of God in form. And if God is a word that doesn't work for you, and I'll use it a lot, then use life, light, universal love, presence, whatever works for you that refers to that infinite, innate presence within and around you. So wherever you are on this polarity of age, of race, of politics, of gender, of faith, no faith, you are one with God, and we are one with you, and we are here to affirm your uniqueness and to welcome you to this community. I'm so glad that you are here. Please remember to silence your devices, and I'm going to see you on the other side because we got Carol, and she is fierce.
Okay, that's a lead-in. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Sidney. My name is Carol Winokur, and I am a licensed professional practitioner here at the North Hollywood Church of Religious Science, soon to be the North Hollywood Oneness Center for Spiritual Living. And as we prepare to dive into the service, please check that your cell phones are silenced. Okay, I also want to welcome our live streamers. We would love to know where you are. So go ahead and put your location in the chat. And now I get to pray. Join me in knowing that there is only one life, one power, one presence that is over all, in all, through all. That one is good and only good, and each and every one of us is made of that. Right here and right now, I invite you to join me in letting go of any idea, old belief in lack or limitation, because I know we lack nothing as God beings, and we are never limited except by our beliefs. So right now and right here, we let go of any belief that doesn't serve us. We are absolutely here as the perfect expressions of God, and we are blossoming into the greater yet to be. And this church service is absolutely the nourishment for our full blossoming. I give thanks for knowing that. I give thanks for being here and being part of it. We are co-creating this perfect time that uplifts us, each and every one of us, here in person and live streaming. I give thanks for the musicians and our soloists today. I give thanks for everyone here. I give thanks for the digital ministry team, everyone that makes this time possible. I give thanks for God because God is what we are, and that's what is so good in this time. But I especially give thanks for Dr. Sidney and her message and her openness and willingness to be that leader, that inspiration, that open vessel for divine life, divine word, the perfect message that each and every one of us need to hear today. With gratitude, intense and deep gratitude, and faith and conviction, I release this word. I know it's so. I know it's done. I let it be. And together we can say, Amen.
Amen.
And so now please join me in the prayer of the month, which is going to be here. I know that there is only one power and one presence, God the good, all-powerful, and ever-present. I am an individualized part of this universal presence and one with this universal power. I am a perfect expression of perfect life, and everything necessary to the fullness of that expression is already within me. I claim my inheritance of life, love, peace, joy, power, and an abundance of all good. Running through me is the silent power of spiritual wisdom, harmoniously directing all my thoughts and actions, and it is good. I live in the activity of infinite love, and it blesses me, heals me, guides me, and sustains me always in all ways, and so it is. Amen.
Freaking out a little bit? It is? Okay, thank you. So, if you are here for the first time or you have not been here in a very long time, ushers are going to come forward, and I'm going to invite you to raise your hand because we've got a gift for you. And don't be shy. Don't be shy. Oh, wow, you're all veterans?
There's somebody.
We have one person. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Yay. And if you didn't raise your hand, then know that we have more of those gifts out at the welcome table, and I hope that you will stop by there and see what's going on with us. So what I want to tell you is we have a welcome for you, and we are going to see it. It is a blessing, and it's going to appear right up there. There it is, all together. Let's turn to each other and say, we see you, we bless you, and we welcome you. And if this place works for you, whether it's your first time or your 101st time, I really want you to know that if it does work, then please check us out some more. Check our website, go to our welcome table, find out what's going on. We have classes, we have events, we have wonderful community connecting groups that happen, from our men's group, our women's group, to today we are feeding people who are unhoused. So we do work out in the world as well as work within these walls. And if this place doesn't work for you, please, please, please keep searching. Everybody is worthy of a spiritual community, a spiritual family, and to have someone whose hand they can hold walking this journey. So I am so grateful that you are here, and I believe we are going to, yes we are, we're going to stand and sing.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
All right, we're going to take a few minutes and walk around, offer a handshake, a hug, say hello. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Is it really, really loud out there?
So now is the time when we join together for a few minutes of silent meditation. I invite you to settle in and touch the silence with your heart. Simply become aware of your breathing and choose to be present in this beautiful moment. And as you dive deeper, I offer these words to you. There is one life, that life is God, and that life is my life now. There is one life, that life is God, and that life is my life now. And I will bring us out of this sacred meditation in 5 minutes. There is one life, that life is God, that life is my life now.
It's a white flag day. Gonna take my foot off the pedal, take a rest from the battle, 'cause the price has been too high to pay. I got an SOS from the life that's been calling. Gonna answer this longing, 'cause I don't want to settle for less. Giving up, going down the same old, same old. Shake it up and turn it around. Surrender. I surrender. I surrender. It's a white flag day. Yes, I learned from the struggle. I'll rise up from the rubble. I'm spreading my wings at last. Giving up, going down the same old, same old. Shake it up and turn it around. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. I'm letting go of everything that doesn't bring joy to my soul. And now I know that I am free and finally I surrender. I'm letting go. I surrender. I surrender of everything that doesn't make me feel joy. Right down to my soul. I surrender. Thank you.
Oh, I love this place so much. Harold, God, I'm glad you're back. We miss you. All right. A few things before we get going into the heart of the matter here. It is the 21st, which means solstice, for those of you who are Celtic or otherwise. It's the first day of summer. Yeah, thank God, right? And it's also Father's Day, so you know the drill. If you are a great-grandfather, please stand and remain standing. Stay up. Good, Roger. Thank you. If you are a grandfather, please stand and remain standing. Ah, ha, ha, ha. If you are a father, stand and remain standing. If you are a father to some four-legged furry creatures or winged or scalied, not the children variety, please stand and remain standing. And you got to stay up. You got to stay up. This may be the best exercise you get all week. If you have a father, stand up. Or you had a father, or you've been fathered. If you've ever used the word father in a conversation, please stand up. All right, everybody should be standing now. All right, you can sit. And by the way, we have hugs and kisses for you on the way out in the form of Hershey's Hugs and Kisses. So make sure you get a little handful of chocolate, because I'm thinking the times we're in right now don't just require surrender, but man, they require a hell of a lot of chocolate. All right. So this idea of surrender is really good. I so appreciate that that's the song that you chose to sing, because my talk today is about surrendering what was to make room for what's coming, for what is, and not like what's coming, oh, I know, in the greater by and by, apple pie in the sky, or whatever that silly phrase is, but for what's emerging here. And you've heard me say before, it's a basic law of physics that two things cannot occupy the same place at the same time. So if we are holding on to our past, if we're holding on to our fear, if we're holding on to hatred or anger of whether it's a father or a mother or a political leader or any of that, then we don't have room for the good that wants to come through us. Because I believe that God is everywhere equally present. Everywhere equally present, as omniactive, omniscient, omnipresent, all life, all the time, right? In everywhere, all the time. So, but what I know is that it's easy to live in the past. It's easy to hold those, I got to make sure I'm not facing away from you. It's easy to hold those ideas that we have had and to allow them to navigate and negotiate the direction that we are going. And I know for sure that I have had conversations with people. I've spent an embarrassing amount of time having conversations with people who are not actually, present. And I don't mean like talking to spirits, but I mean someone might say something to me on Tuesday. I come up with a response on Wednesday. And Thursday, I've won the argument in like 3 different ways. And by the time Friday comes, I've delivered a closing statement so brilliant that everyone applauds and asks me if I'm running for office. So the problem is that the conversation ended 3 days ago, but I'm still carrying it on, right? I'm still scripting. And even worse, some of you might be foretelling confrontations. And so you have the idea of, okay, well, I have to have this conversation with the phone company, with the electric company, with my cable provider, with HBO, whatever it is, and you're already like, I'm ready. My dukes are up, and I'm going to win this, darn it. I'm going to win this argument. And you're having the argument with yourself, but by the time that call happens, whoa, you are armed for bear, and you are ready to take them down. So, and by the way, it's not just with conversations, it happens with experiences too. And I've noticed that for myself, experiences don't just happen to me. Some of them end, but I don't let them leave. Like the meeting ends, the marriage ends, the job ends, the argument ends, the election ends, the betrayal ends, the disappointment ends, whatever it is, children grow up, the moment passes, but somehow I keep carrying it. Anybody here? Yeah, 3. Okay. That's why I kind of landed on this title for my talk today, which is Yesterday Ended Last Night-ish. Ish. The ish is really important because technically Yesterday did end at midnight. And emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, some of us are still dragging around all the stuff that's not the ish, or maybe it is the deep ish, from 1987. Like we're still holding it. We're still having those conversations. So we humans are really interesting because we have this remarkable ability to keep reliving these experiences long after they've been over and done. We replay conversations. We revisit disappointments. Oh, if that had only not happened. Well, it did. We rehearse old grievances. Why I oughta. We return to moments that no longer exist as though somehow we can renegotiate the outcome, right? If only, if only, if only. And before we know it, we're driving forward through life while we're staring into our rear view mirror. Now, rear view mirrors are important. They let us know where we've been, and it also helps us understand what is behind us, and hopefully we can learn from it, right? But a rear view mirror was never designed to be a windshield, nor was it designed to be a lens for what's in front of us as we are driving this vehicle called ourselves. So we spend so much of our lives looking backwards and wondering why the journey is so difficult. We wonder why it's so difficult. And the truth is that most of us are not living in this dynamic, creativity-laden present moment. This is the moment. The present moment is where all of the power lies. All of it, all of it, all of it. Everything is created from the present moment. So instead, we find ourselves living in an ongoing commentary about the past. And the commentary can get really heavy. You might have noticed. And people are really good at having those conversations with each other. Oh, do you remember that time when, oh God, yeah, I really remember. Oh my God. And then we're off, right? We are off to the races. Now, last week we talked about the weight of judgment, the weight of our opinions, the weight of our assumptions. And then we also talked about the weight of deciding. And this is, listen, I can only claim myself for this. But I like to decide who's right, who's wrong, who deserves forgiveness, because apparently not everybody does, who doesn't, who should have done better, and who should have known better, right? They should have known better. You ever hear yourself say, well, they should know better. They really should know better than that. They should. So we're going to broaden that conversation, as uncomfortable as it might have been last week. We're going to do it some more. Because we don't just carry judgment about other people. Those judgments are really about ourselves. Oh, ouch. So we carry regrets. We carry disappointments. Breathe. We carry old identities. We carry old identities. We carry stories about who we are and who we are not. And this is where this idea of surrender comes in, so that we can begin. So my husband has this great definition of surrender. It's not giving up, it's opening up. It's opening up to that broader, greater knowing of who we are. And that's where surrender comes in. Because, some of us are still carrying around a mistake that we made 20 years ago. Others are carrying a wound that someone else inflicted a long time ago. Or we might be carrying an image of ourselves that no longer fits, but we're afraid to release because it's so familiar. It's so familiar. I know myself as being insecure and unsuccessful. Well, wait a minute. Really? Just because it's familiar? Just because it's familiar and you know yourself there? And what fascinates me is that most of the time, it's not what happened that causes our suffering. Hear that. It's not what happened. It's our relationship to what happened. It's the relationship. It's the story we tell. So, for example, that argument you had lasted 10 minutes, maybe, but the relationship with the argument probably lasts 10 years. The criticism lasted 30 seconds, maybe. Our relationship with the criticism lasts a lifetime. The disappointment came and went, but we built a guest room and invited it to stay, right? So, in essence, we become historians of our hurts. I remember when I was a little girl, and I had just been playing piano for a couple of years, and my mom and dad, of course, thought I was extremely prodigious and amazing and perfect and wonderful. And we had a family dinner, and my uncle, who was such a grouch, by the way, God, what a mean man he was. And my mom said, "Oh, don't you want to hear Sydney play piano?" No. Oh. You know, when you're 7, you're not supposed to know how to curl up in a fetal position and wish for Chardonnay and chocolate. But so while there may be value in understanding our past, and I think there's great value, I think that, and I know there's no freedom in living there. There's no freedom living there. And I'm going to ask Christine to put the slide up. There's an African word that I've been living with for several years. And the word is Sankofa. So Sankofa means to look at the past, to respect the past, to learn from the past and invite it to become a tool for transformation, education, and guidance. Sankofa. Sankofa is what happens when we turn and face, facing the other direction. When we turn and face our history, all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, the horrifying, the truly devastatingly uncomfortable, all of it. Sankofa is about both acknowledging our history and letting it guide our renewal and our evolution. So you can see the difference between the acknowledgement and the living in it, right? Sankofa. We are in a very Sankofa time right now. You know, you might have heard the phrase about history, that the more we ignore history, the more we are destined to repeat it. So this idea of Sankofa, the bird will come up again. We'll take it again. Put it back up there. Someone wants to take a picture. So yeah, we can put the bird back up. There's the bird, Sankofa. And if you Google Sankofa, you'll get a lot of information. Okay, we good? We got it? Cool. All right. So by the way, nature gets this more than we do. Nature understands this because trees don't spend all year negotiating with their dead leaves. Rivers don't stop flowing because they miss the water that passed by yesterday. I miss that. That water was so good. Don't you miss that water? It was really good. Every cell in our body participates in this process of Sankofa, of continual renewal. Life itself is always moving, always changing, always becoming. And yet, the universe never, ever repeats a moment. The universe doesn't do repeats. We do. You've heard me say this before. When we have these limitations or these complaints, or we go from one relationship to another relationship, and it's a different face and a different name, but the issues are the same, right? Second verse, same as the first, a little bit louder, a little bit worse. God help us when you get to the fourth or fifth one. Those are a lot of verses to repeat and to reinforce. So it's only you and I that stand in the middle of this ever-changing reality, this ever-changing, evolving, expansive, capital R reality, and we insist that yesterday's pains, yesterday's wounds, yesterday's fears and identities should still be running the show. Well, it worked yesterday. I didn't know I was going to talk about this. I remember, so I'm a horse kind of girl. I don't own horses anymore, but I used to. And I remember I was working with one of my instructors, my riding instructor, and I was on a different horse from the one I had been on the week before. And if you're a horse kind of person, you'll know this. And if not, just talk amongst yourselves for a moment. But she started yelling across the arena saying, "What are you doing? That doesn't work. What are you doing?" I said, "Well, it worked on the horse last week." And she said, "Ride the horse you're on." Whoa. We forget to ride the horse that we're on. What is the horse that you're on? What is the horse that you're actually riding? What is the relationship that are you having a relationship? This happens in marriage all the time. Sorry, Charlie, but it does. Mostly on my part, not yours. That I might be responding to something my husband has said with the mindset and the reference and the identity that I suddenly decided to rip out of my memory banks from the past, and suddenly he's like an old partner. And he's going, "What the?" Because my response might have nothing to do with what he said. Yet, yeah. By the way, this is only true here, not at home. Just don't get used to it. So that's the thing. It's because we respond to the people in the present as if they are the ones from the past. Because our old buttons, our old triggers are still there. We haven't fully surrendered them and disconnected them, right? So it's a very interesting thing. Yeah, I still love you. Thank you for loving me. So today is Father's Day, and Father's Day is one of those times that can remind us how complicated our relationship with the past can be, right? For some people, this day might be filled with gratitude. For others, it might be filled with grief, disappointment, unresolved questions. Some of us had fathers who were very loving and present. Some of us had fathers who weren't. Some of us had fathers who did the best they could. Some of us had fathers who did not do the best they could because they would have done better, we think. Some of us had fathers who were absent. Some had fathers who left behind gifts. Some left us with wounds. And actually, I'm thinking most fathers probably left us with a little bit of all of the above, because that's kind of the nature of family. That's the nature of relationship, that we are connected with each other. We inspire each other to grow. We reflect our stuff so that we can heal our stuff. It's just that the dynamic most of us have in relationship is not that this person is reflecting something back to me so I can heal it, I can reveal it, I can heal it, and I can transform it and make it good. Most of us are in relationship and we say, this person is a jerk. We don't say he's reflecting back or she's reflecting back. We say, this person is really problematic. I may have to get rid of them. I may have to leave. I'll change them. That's what I'll do. I'll change them. Instead of recognizing that they are simply a reflection of those beliefs that we have about ourselves. Oh my God. We have inherited stories. And some of those stories have strengthened us, some have limited us, and some of I'm going to say all of them have helped us become who we are. Whether it's at a place of, wow, I'm really loving my life, or wow, I am ready to see emergence, opening, and change and shift. Because where we are right here and right now is where we are right here and right now. And as I said earlier, all the power in the universe is in this present moment. This present moment. So I believe that a lot of the stories we inherited and carrying are ripe for release. And you may be thinking of some stuff right now that's ripe for release. Because, spiritual maturity is not about denying our history in any way, shape, or form. Spiritual maturity is deciding what we will continue to carry from that history. What are we going to continue? What will we continue to carry? And at some point, we have to ask, does this still serve me? Does this story serve my growth? Does this story still reflect who I am and what I want for my life? Or maybe I'm simply serving the story and assigning it the role of actively creating my present life and my future life, because that's what we do. Because thoughts held in mind respond in kind, right? Thoughts held in mind, and that's a basic premise of this teaching. It's very, very simplified, but it's cause and effect. Those ideas, those beliefs, those things that we think constantly, habitually, and reinforce over and over and talk about over and over with great passion and great energy and great conviction and commitment, those are the things that keep creating more of those things. Now, how's that working for you? Are you creating what you want, or are you creating more of what you don't want because yesterday you didn't want it, yet now you got to talk about it and just run that line about, can you believe what a jerk this guy is, right? And we do that. We all do that because we're human. We love our stories. Oh my God, I love my stories so much. I have lots of them, and I love my stories. So this week, probably like a lot of you, watched the celebrations that honored the opening of the Obama Presidential Center. And just the fact that you're responding that way tells me that you might have had some of the same reactions and feelings that I did. And these are feelings I haven't had for a while. As I listened to the music, to the tributes, to all of the speeches, I remembered what it was like to have hope and a sense of faith in what the ideals and principles of democracy represent. I don't know if you remember a book that Barack Obama wrote years ago called The Audacity of Hope. And I found myself in a place of audacity. And this isn't about partisan, this isn't about politics, this is about democracy. And I did not realize how asleep I had become and how jaded and cynical I had become. And I have quite a muscle around spiritual and social activism. I mean, I don't want to say check my Facebook page because you'll probably never come back to church. But I have some very strong commitments to being a presence of transformation and supporting people in their growth and compassionately loving them through what they are doing, what they're going through, and being a space for peace. I have a big commitment to that. And so, I show up. And it doesn't mean that everybody has to show up. I just know that I do, because it means a lot to me. I'll just go on. So one of our longtime teachers here in religious science is a woman by the name of Dr. Sue Rubin. Now, I've known Dr. Sue Rubin since the mid-'80s, when she was Reverend Sue, and she has been a minister probably since the 70s. She's in her 90s now, and she is a strong and powerful standard bearer for spiritual principle. And I was blown away when I heard her speak about 2 months ago at an installation ceremony that I was a part of. And she stood and she just leveled everybody with spiritual truth. And it was so good. I remembered how I felt the first time I heard her. And it was that sense of hope and inspiration and aliveness. There was aliveness there. And I thought, I want that. I want that aliveness. And my giving voice to that gave birth to my own aliveness. That's what I get. Because when we acknowledge it, it's as if we are calling it, we are calling it forth. We are calling forth the truth of who we are. We are calling it forth. It's not from out here, it's from within here. But sometimes we have to have that flame fanned so it can shine brighter. So Sue Rubin shared these words on Friday. My faith tradition is religious science and the teachings of Ernest Holmes' Science of Mind. When I started studying these universal truth principles in the mid-'70s, the human conditions we took into spiritual practice and prayer were related to restoring our personal health, increasing our prosperity, and experiencing loving relationships, and maybe our creativity. It was a very self-focused teaching. Discord beyond our personal parameters was of minor interest, and that's true, because I came into this teaching in the late 60s, early 70s. Political abuse of power, war, global warming, and tariffs were out there, but they were happening to other people in other cities, other states, and other nations. Now, every main street in America is becoming aware that democracy is dangerously devolving. And every day's new occurrence makes it hard to turn a blind eye. Just before you all go run screaming for the doors, let me just say that the thing because I do a lot of equity training with people, and I work with them in terms of healing their racist beliefs, their racism, and moving into a place where we can walk forward together and understand the journey that our brothers and sisters have gone through, whether they are of another color or perhaps a different gender orientation, right? So I have done a lot of training in this, and I work with other people, and I'm always saying, please teach me, because I know I have so much more to learn. But here's the example. I'm a white girl from Newport Beach. My husband is white. Our son is white. He's now 27, but as he was growing up, no matter where we lived, whether it was here in the valley or up in Oregon, we never had to worry about him walking down the street wearing a hoodie, ever. Now, if you are not a white person and you have a child who wears a hoodie, you've had to have the conversation. You've had to have that talk with them about not everybody loves and accepts you as I do. And that's something that we as white people have to understand. And if you're uncomfortable, congratulations, so am I. That's where we get to be. That's where we get to be, because that's what democracy means, is that we all step into a greater understanding of each other's discomfort, fear, hurt, marginalization, and pain, so that we can all be a hand of love, of privilege, of upreach, of uplift. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. You can hate me if you want. That's okay. I have no problem with that. So Sue continues. I believe my faith tradition can no longer continue to exclusively be used to feather my own nest. It's time to practice steely spirituality with a willingness to boldly face and embody the needs of these times and happenings. And so this is her affirmation. And as I'm reading this now, I'm thinking I want to turn this into something that we can each have perhaps next week and use, if we want, as a claim to a commitment. She said, I stop trying to right the outer wrongs, and instead I make sure I am consciously in right relationship with my God source. My motivation is consistently inspired from my inseparable oneness with God. From this sacred inner space, I cultivate a quiet mind, a compassionate heart, a purposeful soul. Every unlawful, abusive, and dangerous headline is my call to prayer, affirming, as Ernest Holmes wrote, the supremacy of spiritual thought force over any and all conditions. Each new day finds me first in silent receptivity to being ready, resourced, and relevant in all that I undertake. And as I pray aright and I pray without ceasing, then my courage rises to meet God as me, God as all. I know that I am and all are already richly imbued with infinite wisdom, love, and resilience. I add my voice to those who are already moving forward as the freedom fighters of today. So infinite integrity, boldness, authenticity, sanity, love, and law awaken my remembrance of who I am and what I eternally am and why I'm here. And that's exactly what the experience was for me as I watched the opening and the celebration of the Presidential Center. It reminded me, I haven't cried about music in a long time, and I'm a musician, and I have this mushy, gushy heart, but I have become so protective of it because I see people experiencing pain and suffering, and I know I can't be everywhere present. I know God can, and I know I can do some things, but sometimes it can be shocking. It can be shocking when I see children being ripped from their mother's arms. That's shocking. And I choose now to wake up. I am choosing to wake up. You know, there's a phrase in New Thought that says open at the top. And that's not just pretty words. That means that this teaching is now growing. The teaching is growing. It is constantly unfolding. And now we have moved from God as a vending machine, or God, as Dr. Mark used to say, somewhere a mix between a bellhop, Santa Claus, and a hitman, where we say, God, please smite this person, where we no longer do that. We've moved from God as the vending machine and instantly like that, at our command, to God as this presence, this loving presence that we are here to embody, to emulate, to express. That's the maturity. That means open at the top. So it means that we surrender those lesser thoughts, those old ideas about God here, God there, into God as you, me, all of it. That's what we are here to surrender. Now, it does start with the individual. We start with our individual experience. We reveal the stuff that we have going on so that we can move into a greater embracing of others, a greater embracing of wholeness. So it's Father's Day, so you know what that means. We're going to do a bit of a process here. And this is a forgiveness process, so definitely lock the doors. Forgiveness is about no longer being identified, limited, and constrained by that which happened. Yesterday ended last night, and we begin today to know ourselves as those creative, infinite, resilient, beautiful, newly born beings. So, what I'm going to invite you to do is take a breath. Okay, let me turn to that. I had way too many pages. La 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 la. It's pretty good. A lot of Sankofa stuff in here. Okay, here we are. Now, I would like each of us, so we're going to have each other, we are each going to behave as proxies for each other. Your father, your mother, that person, that situation may be long in the past. They may have been off this planet for years, or maybe in another state, or you're not talking to them, or whatever that relationship is, or maybe they're just waiting for you out in the car. I don't know. But here it is. I want each of us to turn to someone near you, and you're going to say them, and this comes from the oneness that we all are. Nobody's turning. Look at each other. Everybody pick a partner. Pick a partner. Pick one. You'll have a chance to do it several times, so just pick one person. Pick one person. And what I want you to do is turn to that person and say, for whatever they did or whatever I have done, please forgive them and please forgive me. I'll say it again. For whatever they did or whatever I have done, please forgive them and please forgive me. Now say it like you mean it. For whatever they did or whatever I have done, please forgive them, please forgive me. Now, if you were the person who just listened or you didn't say it at the same time, go ahead and say it back to them. And now you get to use them as your proxy, okay? For whatever they did or whatever I have done, please forgive them and please forgive me. This is what you can hold in your heart for the rest of the day. For whatever they have done, whatever I did, please forgive them and please forgive me. This is huge. This is huge. Because as we give it up, as we release it, we create space. Going back to what I said before, that two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. We want that space to be occupied by possibility and love so that our own lives may go forward peacefully in wholeness so that we can begin to reflect that in the world. That's how we create in the world, is by starting here, but we don't stop here. So forgiveness is not just an act of self-love and self-wholeness. It's an act of healing for the world. And I'm thinking we all recognize, no matter who we voted for, no matter if we are red or blue or purple or whatever, that the world could certainly benefit by more wholeness. Don't you think? Okay. So what I want you to remember is just because we do that, then something wonderful is happening here. Something wonderful is happening within us, each of us, right here and right now. Something wonderful is happening because we have chosen to open to a new space and to surrender and let go of that which no longer serves us. Let's pray. Thank you. All right. So we turn within and joyfully admit to a greater emergence. How wonderful it is to know that we are part of an emergence, a birth, an expression, and we are audacious in that. We agree to wake up and to allow hope and joy and possibility to be that which guides us. Blessing the past so that we might bless the future. And we bless this church, we bless all churches, all paths to God. All of them, all temples, mosques, ashrams, synagogues, cathedrals, wherever people gather together, we know that the light shines brighter, and life takes place. We are blessed by it. We are grateful. And so it is. And together we say, amen. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. So this is a time when we invite you to become part of the partnership that is this community, to become stewards of it. And we do that by our participation with our ideas, our hearts, our minds, our tithes, our treasures. So I invite you to take those gifts and hold them. Ushers, you can come forward and hold them to your heart and to say with me, from the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Thank you so much. Amen. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. All right. Welcome back, Harold. Oh my God, Harold. Harold Payne.
Today is the longest day of the year, so it's not a time to just sit on your sofa. You can respect your past without being a historian of your hurt. So in honor of our fathers, let's practice Santofa and shine a new light, because yesterday ended last night.
All right.
Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Oh, wonderful,
Something wonderful.
something wonderful is happening to me right here,
Right now.
I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart. And it won't let go. Something wonderful. Oh, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Oh, wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. It makes me want to stand up and feel like I'm gonna rock and roll. It's wonderful. Yeah, yeah. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Oh, something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Oh, this love is wonderful. Oh, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Can you feel it? Yeah. Something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. All right, it's on you now. Break it down. Something wonderful. Something wonderful.
Something wonderful.
It's happening to me right here, right now. It's so wonderful, I lost my control. Hey, something wonderful. Yeah, 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 something wonderful. It's happening to me right here, right now. Big finish. Something wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Go for it.
Okay.
It's all yours.
So, thank you to our band,
Thank you.
to
Harold.
our very creative Harold Payne,
Yeah.
our choir, who doesn't often get thanks, and our digital ministry team. All of it, wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Sidney, too. And quickly, here's what's happening. Oh, and children coming in? Child coming in. Children coming in, good. If you are new and want to know what's going on here, visit our welcome table on the patio. There. You can easily make one-time or recurring donations to our church through our text-to-give number, QR code, or through our website, nhcrs.org/give. Thank you. Every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., our junior church is open. Sign-in for children starts at 10 a.m. Babies, kids, and teens are all welcome. Join Reverend Skip this Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Vibrational Healing, a sacred sound bath experience. Oh, if you haven't heard him, man, it's awesome. We still have open Gourmets for God events. Gourmets for God events. Sign up at the Gourmets for God table outside and then pick up and pay for your tickets in the bookstore. Grief Support Group meets today at 12:15 in the Ernest Holmes Room. Our Loving Outreach Ministry is sharing food with the unhoused today at Alexandria Park at 12:15 p.m. Volunteers and donations are always appreciated. Maps are on the patio. Let There Be Peace meditation every Monday from 6 to 6:30 p.m. in the Mary Bullard Chapel. And you can still sign up for the Abundance Workshop on Zoom with Dr. Lehman Steen. There's one more class tomorrow, Monday, June 22nd from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Sacred Movement in the Sanctuary, Thursdays at 1 p.m. Join us. Join us on Sunday, July 5th for a barbecue and potluck on the patio after the service.
This is going to be a blast, so just know that we're going to be here. We're going to be casual. I might even wear a T-shirt to the service, which is unheard of. But potluck and barbecue, we're going to have hot dogs and hamburgers, which we're going to supply. We're going to have games for the kids.
Yeah.
And we'll have some fun.
Okay. It says here, bring a side dish, salad, or dessert if you wish, and we'll provide the rest. And now I get to invite Reverend Christine Pena up to say a few words. You say it.
I'll say it. I'm happy to say it. As we know, this is Pride Month in June, and a little side note I want to recommend, if you haven't seen it, on Netflix, for Father's Day, there is a documentary. It's 11 minutes long. It's called The Dads, and it's about fathers of trans kids that went through their transitions. They're in Oklahoma, and as we know, not every place is as accepting and wonderful as Los Angeles is, so if you have Netflix, check it out. Okay, that's my Father's Day recommendation for you. All right, I'm very excited to announce the launch of the Love Plus Ministry, which is our new LGBTQIA+ ministry dedicated to creating a space to love, support, inspire, and expand our consciousness and the consciousness of all, everywhere, around the sacred nature of emotional and sexual expression, regardless of how we identify ourselves. Love Plus is open to everyone, members of the LGBTQIA community, plus community, or as I call it, the LGBTQ LMNOP ministry, and their parents and family members, friends and allies, and those who are currently exploring their identity. We are planning many exciting and soul-nurturing events and would love your participation and support. For more information, please contact Reverend Christine Pena, hello, that's me, at Reverend Christine, all spelled out. If you know how to spell the word Reverend, you're good. Christine with an E at gmail.com, or sign up outside. I'm going to hang out at the welcome table. I have a little sign-up sheet, and you can stay in the loop of the upcoming events. We don't have our first date yet set for the meeting, but if you come and sign up, I'll keep you in the loop. I'll see you outside.
All right.
Thank you, Reverend Christine. Okay, we have a Zoom meditation that meets Monday through Saturday from 7:55 to 8:15 a.m. And visit our website, again, nhcrs.org for information and sign up for weekly e-blasts and monthly newsletters. Please follow us on social media and post what you love about our services. Prayer with a practitioner is available after the service in the sanctuary and on Zoom. And Zoom attendees join our virtual patio after service for spiritual and social connections, and that's it. Thank you.
Let's stand and sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dearest Skip. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Yeah. So we have cake out on the patio to celebrate Reverend Skip's birthday, which is this week. But he doesn't eat sugar, so we got him something appropriate. Yeah. Happy birthday. Let's do the peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, love and soul are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment, live each moment, peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. All right, repeat after me. I am at home in the heart of God.
I am at home in the heart of
My
God.
life is anchored in truth.
My life is anchored in
I
truth.
can never be separate.
I can never be separate.
I live in the consciousness of peace.
I live in the consciousness of peace.
I release all fear.
I release all fear.
I am living love.
I am living
And
love.
something wonderful is happening right here and right now. Have a great week.
Yes, something wonderful is happening.